Oh god. That's not where I want that to be. I can't dox myself and let you all see what the rest of my house looks like. First of all, because it's a mess. Second of all, that would probably be a security concern of some kind. Perhaps a little bit hyperbolic. I don't think anyone can track down exactly where it is I live in the human world from a small patch of wall over there, but maybe somebody might be able to reverse engineer the specific shade of white wall paint that my specific house uses that was purchased on a specific date. That all leads back to me. Cyber safety is hard, man. You can't fuck around with that shit. Anyway, hello! Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ethan Cat, and thank you for welcoming... Thank you for welcoming? Welcome to my afternoon of chill games. It's been a long day, or a long morning, depending on where you are, and I thought I would just chill and hang out with a couple of low-stakes, relaxing video games. That will in no way turn into a massive gambling problem. Hello, funny orc man with Shigo lips, and hello to you too, Twitch.tv user FBI agent 918, and everyone else watching on YouTube as well. Hello, hi, how are you all doing? Now, if you've never heard of this video game before, I am going to be playing a video game titled Bills Must Be Paid. I don't know anything about this video game. I saw one streamer playing this game for like 20 minutes today, and I thought to myself, you know what? That looks fun. And then I saw that it cost like $6 American in order to purchase, and I was like, you know what? That's nothing. That's nothing. So I bought it, just to prove that I could. Because sometimes you need to flex the fact that you have $6 disposable dollars, you know? It's the small wins that you gotta take, you know what I mean? But anyway, I know absolutely nothing about this game. And I thought to myself, you know what, I just want to chill out for a little bit and play, like, just a couple games. I think I might play, like, 2 or 3 games tonight and just see whatever, you know, takes my fancy, anything like that. But I wanted to just chill out, play some stuff, and have a good time with all of you. So, I hope you're all having a wonderful night. Let's make some money. You are broke! I come to video games to escape my reality. Thank you very much. All that's left are bills, past due notices, and a hammer. For some reason, piggy banks are jumping on your desk, so do what feels right. You know what? Maybe I will. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be like one of those, like, fucking cookie clicker games, isn't it? I have a feeling this is going to be one of those games that starts off really slow and then gets absolutely fucking mental the more that you play it. But you know what? That's exactly what I'm in the mood for tonight. Upgrades. Heavy-handed, your first upgrade. +1 damage on every hit. Okay. Okay, I can start to see how this might expand outwards from here. See, I walked into this game fully believing to myself that, like, this was just going to be some, like, chill number go up kind of thing. But from the footage that I saw, like, on Twitch earlier today, it gets pretty nuts. I feel like this is very much within the, like, the genre of video games that, like, Cookie Clicker was in. Does Cookie Clicker still have a lot of, like, modern relevance, or was that just a thing that people in the 2000s did for way too long? Because I remember Cookie Clicker being one of those games that, like, it just kind of came out of nowhere. And, like, it came out at a time when I was, like, still in high school. So I remember, like, when you're still at that young age and you have a very, like, small insular peer group, I definitely feel like when a phenomenon like that comes out, it feels like it's everywhere. At least for me, when I was growing up, there was a really big, like, what do you call it? There was like a culture within the computer lab at my personal high school. There was a culture within my computer lab at high school where, like, as soon as one video game started making the rounds that you were actually able to, like, play or install on the school computers, it was, like, a ubiquitous thing. Like, a lot of people wonder how, like, Minecraft became such a worldwide phenomenon, and I really do feel like that was just, like, passed around from school computer to school computer. Listen, if it could run on a Chromebook, it's gonna keep those kids hooked. That's how Roblox works, to my understanding. Hello! YouTube user Ragnarok. What's poppin'? I see you're spending money, but there are bills to be paid. Don't forget to pay them on time. Okay. Water bill. Notice bills must be paid or bankruptcy will be your destination. Just like in real life. Due date now, pay bill. Okay, so I've got money up in the corner. Ah, okay. See, one of the challenges that I kind of, set myself this year was to, like, play more games out of my comfort zone. And one of the biggest things to me that very much sits outside of my comfort zone is games that, like, games that I don't know much about. Like, I feel as though in order for me to, like, play a video game, I need to, like, mentally prepare myself for that. And for some reason, when a game is good and people, like, recommend them to me, I have this really weird, like, mental phenomenon of, like, the more somebody tries to recommend a game to me, like, the less likely I am to, like, actively go out of my way to play it. And that's such a weird thing. Like, I'm like that with a lot of things. If you try to recommend me a movie, a video game, or, like, a TV show, the more enthusiastic you are about telling me to engage with that piece of media, my brain does this really weird thing of, like, well, now I don't want to. And, like, I know that's neurotic. I know that's a fucking, like, I know that's a stupid thing to, like, have in the back of your mind. But for me, it's this weird, like, mental block. Like, if I come to a game and I want to play it, it has to be because I want to. Not because I've been tricked into it by you people recommending me things. I got an ad for Raid Shadow Legends for a heartbeat. I thought the worst had happened. Listen. I don't know how much Raid Shadow Legends pays their prospective influencers, but, like, I'm not saying it won't happen. It probably won't happen. I feel like when it comes to sponsored content, like, I feel like I'm very discerning, if that makes sense. Like, I have social media accounts with over 10,000 followers and an email address, like, listed on my social profiles. So, like, I am getting, like, I get emails from brands constantly. You know, and that's not like me flexing and so saying, like, ooh, I've got so many followers on social media. If you have over, like, 1,000 followers on social media and have an email address listed in your like, bio, you will get sponsorship requests. And they won't be good, like, 90% of the time. But sometimes you'll get one that's like, hey, advertise our, like, shitty phone game and we'll give you, like, fucking $50. And I gotta say, sometimes $50 does sound kinda nice. What game is this? General Rousey Worshipper. This is Bills Are Due. I don't know anything about it. I saw a couple of people playing it on Twitch, and as soon as I heard that, like, lo-fi jazz soundtrack in the background, I was hooked. Something about, like, chill video game soundtracks, like, absolutely draw me into things. Like, I genuinely believe one of the greatest video game soundtracks of all time is the, like, point-and-click adventure game Sam & Max. Now, I don't just think that because, hello? Aw, I got a new little guy, and I probably should have read what it did, but whatever. But I love the Sam & Max soundtrack so much because literally it is all just, like, chill jazz. And I really like that. I'm no sellout, but $50 is $50. That's how it is sometimes. You know, I actually wanted to try something. I wanted to try, like, and to be fair, this isn't something that I would, like, necessarily, like, ever do, but, like, oh, there's a bunch of pigs to unlock. That's fun. Smashing him restores stamina. That's very good to know. Okay, now I gotta make $200. That's cool. That's fun. Plus 35 loot from all sources. Okay. Taking notes. I am an educator. I want extra loot. That is exactly what I want. Now do I buy more upgrades, or do I, like, try to pay this bill? Okay, it's starting to come together. Like, the gameplay loop is very much coming together now. Like, I can either... I've got to balance I've got to, like, do the infinite juggle of, like, buying skills or, like, saving up to pay my bills. That's pretty cool. I can start... I love when you start a new game and you start, like... And when it starts to, like, click to you, it's like, okay, I pick up what you're putting down. But anyway, as I was saying, I had an idea for an experiment that I could potentially run on social media, right? And the idea for that experiment was, could I feasibly take a sponsorship from, like, now you're gonna have to bear with me here, because I'm about to say something that's gonna make me seem a certain way, but I need you to stick with me. Could I take a big multi-$1,000 sponsorship from, like, an AI company, but, like, purely just for the money? Like, would it be possible to prime my audience and spend, like, 7 weeks saying, like, hey guys, I'm gonna, like, take this company's money and give them something like shit in return? Because I would half-ass the video. Like, it would not be, like, listen, I will never advocate for an AI company ever, but, like, could I swindle them out of some cash? Could I make it seem like I'm gonna make something real, like, fancy and genuine for them, but then just take their money without coming off as a piece of shit online? Short answer is no. You can't do that, but it could be funny. In this economy, $50 is low-key worth it. Yeah. That's literally, like, my ultimate... I don't want to say ultimate goal, but, like, that is one of my, like, big goals when it comes to, like, doing content stuff in 2026. Oh. Money. But I literally, like, made a list of some goals that, like, I want to sort of, like, get to in content stuff. And, like, one of those goals is that I want to make at least $100 a month doing videos. And now this isn't me, like, you know, saying, like, like and subscribe. Like, I want to genuinely, like, make, ooh. Like, I want to make content and streams and stuff like that people want to watch. Like, I want to, like, I just want to make stuff that entertains people. And I want to create nice environments for them to, like, hang out and chill. And I want to start making some money off that. Not in, like, a cynical, like, you know, like and subscribe kind of way, but, like, I would love the feeling of just, like, you know, creating a nice environment for people online, you know? I like making people laugh. Slop for the slop throw. That's exactly right. I fucking... See, I thought of doing that as, like, a bit, but, like, I genuinely, like, hate AI slop enough that, like, I wouldn't even do that, ironically. But I was just thinking, like, you know, how much audience priming would I need to do to take, like, an AI sponsorship and not lose everything that I built overnight? Like, that's the hypothetical that I have in my head. Short answer is I don't think there's anything, but... Okay. Now, I can definitely see how some of these skills are shaking out. Like, there seems to be some skills that, like... anytime there's, like, skill upgrades that, like, increase your luck, or give you, like, a slightly better chance for, like, cooler loot, or some shit like that, I feel the draw towards them. Like, I feel as though it's like, okay, this might give me something good. But very realistically, it, like, won't. You know what I mean? What can I say? I just love gambling. I love gambling. My partner has banned me from ever going to Las Vegas under any circumstances because she saw me play, she saw me play blackjack in Fallout New Vegas one time, and I lost everything. Everything. Every bottle cap that I had, and now I'm banned from ever going into a casino, which, first of all, is fair. But secondly, it's Fallout New Vegas. You have an actual luck stat that plays into things. You know what I mean? If I was gambling for real, I would win. What's next? Accepting money from a Saudi prince? Listen, $50 is $50. Oh! Gold. Okay, so the tourist pigs give me a little bit of energy whenever I break them. But they also are really hard to break. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get this one. Well, mostly because I got distracted for a second and fucking missed, but whatever. Gambling is fun. Gambling is fun. Twitch.tv uses cypher_daggers. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Well, that's kind of the problem, though. Like, gambling is, like... I do have a very big, like, moral and ethical problem, like, with gambling. Like, we absolutely should not be taking money from, you know, people who have, like, a compulsion to gamble. Like, I think that's morally and ethically wrong. But I gotta say, anytime there's, like, fictional gambling in a video game, I love that shit. That's why I love Balatro. Just do Golden Maple or Miniature Case sponsor. I don't know how much they're paying, but it's better than doing AI ads. Listen. Golden Maple have reached out to me multiple times in order to, like, get me to do something about those, like, wooden paint handles that everyone seems to be seems to be hawking. And, like, I can tell you right now, they're just one of those brands that, like, gives free things in exchange for videos. That's why they're everywhere. How much money do I have? 542, due in 6 days. I can buy some upgrades. Ooh! I can buy new hammers. Nice. But I think I'll invest in some skills first and foremost. Increased attack speed. Less stamina drain, that could be good. But I want to save my money a little bit. I love free things as much as I love gambling. It's true. And when you're taking internet sponsorships, it is kind of gambling. But you're just gambling with your reputation. Like, is this company or brand gonna, like, bite me in the ass if I work with them? That is, like, a genuine concern that some people have. Because, like, I think that, speaking of Golden Maple, I saw some, like, posts going around about their, like, hobby tools. Oh, like, was it their hobby tools? No, I think it was some posts that they made that had, like, I don't know, AI art or something in them, but, like, people are saying, like, hey, these guys kind of suck. But I can't tell if people are saying they suck because, like, they actually suck or because they just are everywhere because they do a lot of influencer marketing and people are fucking sick of them. Fallout mentioned, neurons activate. Ugh. I never got too into Fallout, I don't think. What do you mean I don't think? I know how much I got into Fallout, and it wasn't that much. I will say, though, Fallout 3 did give me, like, one of my favorite moments in video game history, like, ever. Purely because of a classic Bethesda glitch that absolutely was not supposed to happen. I think I've told the story on stream, on like a previous stream that I've done, but I also kind of want to save it for like a video, like a full video, if I want to do that later. But like, basically in my first run of Fallout 3, an enemy spawned that absolutely should not have spawned where they did, or at the time that they did, and they saved my life. They came out of nowhere and killed the raiders that were, you know, about to literally murder me. And, yeah, I thought they were the good guys, because they saved my life, and I spent the entire game thinking that they were the good guys. Spoiler alert, it was like an Enclave soldier that sort of, like, came out of the water. And I thought they were good guys, because they saved my life. And if you know anything about Fallout 3, you know that I was very quickly proven wrong. And it was very upsetting for me, actually. Vampire Survivors is great because it gives you all the excitement with gambling without the moral shittiness. Vampire Survivors is a literal crack, and I can't... I have very actively, like, not installed that game on my current PC because, it is crack to me. And my camera moved again, and that's very embarrassing. But no, there was a time... So... Here's everything you need to know about how much I love Vampire Survivors. If I lose progress in a video game because, like, my save file gets deleted or there's some kind of, like, corruption, I will never touch that video game again. If I lose even 5 minutes of data, I will not pick up that video game again for the rest of my life. I originally played Vampire Survivors on Xbox Game Pass, and I was exclusively paying for Xbox Game Pass because it had my Vampire Survivors save file. Literally, that's the only reason I had Game Pass. Like, I tried Game Pass for, like, you know, the other games that it had, like fucking Doom Eternal and all the, you know, big, fancy 3D AAA video games that they have. Eventually, I stopped giving a fuck about those, and I was paying, like, $15 a month to play Vampire Survivors. Which, might I add, regularly goes on sale for like $5. And even then, I bought it on Steam for $5 and had to, like, completely establish. I completely had to re-establish the 20 hours that I had put into that game. That's how much I enjoy Vampire Survivors. I owe my life to Ponkle, and I... Oh, they've taken so much time from me, man. Also, you look fabulous, by the way. Thank you. I literally dusted this together in, like, 2 seconds. Which isn't me, like, which is more me saying that's something that I'm, like, trying to do. Like, normally, whenever I do makeup, it takes me, like, 10 hours. And that's not an exaggeration. It has taken that long before. I don't want to invest in skills right now because I have bills due and I need to crack some piggies before then. I want to buy some stuff in the shop. I think I need to get more money to get there, though. But yeah, makeup actually tends to take me, like, a very long time to do. And one thing that I'm very much, like, trying to be better at is taking less time with makeup. And part of that is, like, I want to get better at the skills that, you know, makeup requires so that I can, you know, be quicker and more efficient at it. And part of that is also I want to stress less about it. Because I do find that, like, I can get very stressed when I do makeup because it's like, oh, I need to tweak this, or this is uneven, or like this, it doesn't match my skin tone, and people are going to be very mean to me on the internet because of it. And I'm very much trying to move past that kind of mentality, if that makes sense, because, not yet. But I am very much trying to move past that mentality because, like, I want to feel more comfortable with myself and the things that I do because, you know, I sort of see makeup as any other hobby that I have. Like mini painting, like video games. Like, I'm not an expert in anything, right? And I don't want to try to be or pretend to be. Like, I just want to do it to express myself and to have fun. And at the end of the day, like, that's really what I want to focus on. So yeah, I literally just like slap some powder on my face and like slap some eyeliner on my eyes, and I didn't stab myself in the eye this time, so that's a win for me. But I am getting quicker at it, which is going to be really good for me because I think that's just going to like, you know, it's just going to make me feel more comfortable in my own skin, and you know what? I think that's a good thing. Soft locking and hard locking has the same issues with me, which is why I'll never play Amber Isle again. Oh god. When you lose progress in a game and it's not your fault, like, I will never touch that video game again. Like, it absolutely does not matter what it is, but like, if I lose progress on a game through no fault of my own, I will lose my mind. In fact, that actually happened to me very recently. There is a game that I might actually play on stream because all of my save files got deleted. But there is a game called Hard Space Shipbreaker. And I actually did a YouTube video on that like a while ago, like a little gameplay video. And I really love that game. It is so chill. It is so therapeutic. It's one of my favorite, like, you know, I don't want to call it cozy because it's not really like a cozy game, but it's like a very like slow-paced strategic puzzler, and I really love it. But I lost all my data because like there was some like issues with like my Steam Deck saves or something like that, which is through no fault of the game. It's purely an unfortunate thing that happened to me. But again, that's like 15 hours of gameplay that like I need to start again from scratch, and something about that is just so demotivating. And that wasn't my fault. I didn't do that. Is there any sort of skill overlap between makeup and mini painting? The short answer is yes. The long answer is yes. That's stupid. Don't put that on the record. But yes, there is double or nothing. I can't be blinded by greed just yet. But yes, there is a lot of overlap, I feel, between makeup and mini painting. It's a lot of like soft skills, I feel like makeup, you know, obviously has a lot more like powders and pigments than that of, you know, traditional mini painting. But I, for one, have actually very recently transitioned to liquid eyeliner, which is eyeliner that you basically like put into a little pot of ink, which is basically like you have a little brush and a little pot of ink, and you like dab your paintbrush in the ink, and then you eyeline. It was the least eloquent way to say that, but that has a lot of overlap with mini painting, and I feel like doing that and like mastering that skill of like brush control and like watering down the inks just enough, and like you know, controlling the brush on like an uneven surface like your face. I do feel like there's a lot of overlap with miniature painting in that regard, at the very least. But I also think there's a lot of like soft overlap between makeup and mini painting. For me, a lot of that comes down to like confidence, right? Like, I feel as though when I'm painting miniatures, a lot of the time I can get in my own heads and start thinking to myself like, oh, this doesn't look right, or this could look better, or, you know, this, you know, isn't hitting the way that I really intended it to hit. But, and I feel like I feel that a lot with makeup as well. Like, when I'm doing my makeup, I'm like, oh, this, you know, isn't quite working, or like I don't look nice, or I feel like self-conscious about this. And so through just the act of like doing it more and getting more practice with it, like, that really builds up my confidence and my self-esteem. And I think that that is like the biggest overlap between miniature painting and makeup, which sounds weird because it's not like, you know, brush skills or like color theory or anything like that. It's literally just the idea of doing it more makes you more confident in the thing. And I think that's beautiful. A lot of the makeup brushes and sponges are used by mini painters. A lot A lot of the makeup brushes and sponges are used by mini painters, same with nail-related stuff. That is something that I have come to learn. I feel like it's very trendy to, what do you call it? Rip out the sponge. I always rip the word that I used. Anyway. But yes, I have seen sponge work come up in a lot of, like, mini painting circles recently, which I feel is interesting, because, like, I don't actually use makeup sponges all that much, but I can't really, like, see how, like, I can't really imagine the level of, like, precise control and, like, detailing that you can get with a sponge. Like, that's still a little bit alien to me, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go double or nothing, because I am a compulsive gambler. Let's go! Hey, this is bad, actually. Now that I know that that is a mechanic in the game, and that I can literally, like, double my winnings with one click, with a 50-50 chance, that's bad news for me. Oh, no. Oh, no. I can feel the gambling brainworms. Imagine if you did it again. Can I do it again? No. I mustn't. I shan't. Uh-oh. I was kind of thinking to myself that I would play this game for, like, maybe an hour and then switch to something else, but, like, if this gets the worms in me, if this instills me with the worm, I might actually have a problem. Uh-oh. Oh dear. The other thing that kind of gets me is, okay, oh shoot. 5 days to get 2,700. Alright, cool. That gives me an excuse to double or nothing. Ugh. Anyway, the thing that really, the thing that really gets me about, like, the whole, like, using makeup sponges with miniature painting is that, like, those makeup sponges are a dick and a half to clean, I swear to God. Like, I have a couple of those makeup sponges, and I don't know how people use those more than, like, 4 times. I don't know if there's something that I'm doing wrong, or, like, if there's, like, just something that I'm, like, not taking into account, but every time I try to, like, clean those makeup sponges, I still feel there's, like, so much pigment on them. Like, one time I used a makeup sponge to try to, like, smear my eyeshadow, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be used for, that people won't yell at me on the internet for trying to do. But one time I tried to, like, smear the, like, makeup on my eyeball, and it straight up came out as a different color. And I have no idea why I cleaned it. Fucking hell. Worms. Okay, 2,700, that's only, like, 2 doubles. %100% success rate! Hey, this is bad. This is a bad sign for me. Oh, no. No. Fuck. Okay, how am I gonna get all that money? That is... I'm starting to feel a little concerned. Is there any way that I can, like, increase the speed at which my hammering? I feel like I'm not gonna, like, get any work done at my actual business day job tomorrow, because I feel like this is going to worm its way into my brain. I only made 105. How am I gonna get $2,700? How am I gonna get that much money? Okay. Luck stat to the max. You're right, I do need more of the luck stat. But even that's expensive. Hit harder, gamble more. Okay, I mean... Okay. You've got 100% success rate, double it again. Stop! painted any miniatures today? I did a little bit of painting this morning. I actually have, like, I think I finished, like, all of the, yeah, why don't I just grab it? You know, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek what am I wearing pants? Yes, I am. Where is it? Swamp. Oh, God. Where is he? Yeah, so I've been working on this little guy. Is he gonna zoom in there? Yeah, there he is. He looks like Grunk because, like, he's I'm literally just putting, like, the base coats on him. And I'm also, like... Oh, he also looks like shit because I'm green screening and you can't see his skin tone properly. Okay, well, just outside of the skin, like... This is the war boss that I'm working on. He's got like a fucking shield relic back there. I've replaced the axe head with the axe from the war boss in Mega Armor's huge chopper. The light behind it's absolutely frying him. He's like fucking green screening through because his Death Guard green. But yeah, that's the war boss that I'm working on, and I'm very happy with how he is turning out. But there's no but there. I'm just very happy with how he's turning out. That's a funky dude. Thank you. He's beautiful. I am very happy with how he's turning out. He looks a lot better when I'm not like shoving him in front of a camera with like a light behind it that's like making him glow to shit. Oh god, I just looked into the sun doing that. My goodness. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make $2,700 in that time. I am starting to get a little bit stressed. I don't know if this is a game that, like... I think this is gonna be, like, I think this game is gonna have, like, a kind of a roguelike element where, like, some of the progression saves over, but I'm really scared that I'm just not good enough at the game and I'm gonna lose and you're all gonna laugh at me. I'm just scared I'm gonna be laughed at any, like, point in my life. You know what? That's kind of a running theme for me. You know what? I say that, but that's not entirely true. Like, I am a kind of self-conscious, but I feel like my self-consciousness comes in waves. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, you know... things aren't great, like, people don't like me. And then other times I'm like, I'm a god. But in, like, a cool, not deranged way, you know what I mean? Double or nothing. This is the worst day of my life. The upside down shooter is great. That's not actually an upside down shooter. That is purely the shooter that's meant to be there. If you're talking about the one that's like on his like shoulder pad here, that is the way that it's supposed to be oriented. That is actually a big shooter from the Big Ed Boss Bunker kit, which is one of my favorite models of all time. It's so stupid, and I love it. I try to run the Big Ed Boss Bunker in every Warhammer list that I make, and I have never won a game with it. I love it so much. Oh, good grief. Do I have it? No, he's up there. I might get him down. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Okay, so I'm gonna lose. So I think that I'm just gonna like buy a bunch of shit and see if it sticks with me. So yeah, plus 15% loot from all sources. Let's go. I'm not gonna be able to pay this bill. Fuck it, we ball. As somebody who is as like fiscally conservative as I am, in the sense that I don't like to spend money if I can absolutely help it, not any other implication that sentence may have. But as somebody who is like as fiscally conservative as I am, like I really do absolutely go ham with like my fictional in-game currency. Like, if I can spend video game money, I absolutely will fucking do that. That is one of the orkiest things I've seen. Hell yeah, it is. Let's go! I believe! Son of... Damn it! I'm not even playing that up for, like, content or stream bits, too, by the way. Like, this is genuinely, like, I genuinely have the full belief that that is going to turn out okay every time that I do it. But see, that's the thing, I'm getting all the bad luck out of the way. That's absolutely right. I am working hard to get the bad luck out of the way so I can pay my fucking bills. Okay. I need $2,700. If I double or nothing now, I can take that $214 up to like $430. So I'm doing it. Do not pay any attention to how long it took me to do that math. Just $340 exactly. I told you my fucking math was right. The big boss bunker is the big cool bunker that if you painted it red, you can move it a single inch. That... God, I wish. Hey! Oh. I'm not surprised you're bankrupt with that many builds. Listen! We live in a society, okay? I think we all know what I'm doing with my money. But no worries, I've got something for you. Oh, okay, so this is like that boss fight that you have to lose in Final Fantasy VII. You paid 5 bills, a total sounds of $2,015. It makes 40 legacy points. You get 1 for every $50 you pay in bills. Okay. Warhammer, that's right. Pay bills to earn legacy points. You get 1 legacy point for every $50 you pay. Keep them for life and spend them on rings. That makes every run stronger. Okay. Now we're getting into the roguelike elements. Alright, this is going to be a problem for me. This, to me, was, like, just a piddly little game that, like, I thought I could play on stream for, like, an hour. This might be my next Balatro. This may well be my next Balatro, and I know that that is a problem for me. Fuck yeah, roguelite with gambling and coin noises. Fuck. Oh no. I am an absolute, like... I am the target market for, like, roguelike games that have gambling elements. There was a game that I played recently. I don't think it's very popular, or at least I haven't seen many people talking about it, but there was a game that I played a little while ago called Spin Hero, which, like, it's very much in that, like, train of thought as, like, Balatro is, which is, like, you know, casino game, but with, like, roguelike elements to it. But Spin Hero is, like, Balatro, but with, like, a slot machine, and you can, like, buy different, like, perks and, like, icons to put in your slot machine, but every run you do involves you literally, like, playing a slot machine, and you have to try to, like, stack that slot machine up with, like, abilities and tokens and points and things like that. And I remember playing it for the first time and thinking to myself, hey, I might actually be predisposed to having a gambling problem. Because, like, Balatro, at the very least, you're like, oh, you know, it's like card games. It's like a deck of cards. That's, like, fun, right? Spin Hero is literally a roguelike slot machine. And I played that for, like, 2 hours, and I was like, maybe I do need to be very mindful of this, actually, because I don't think I can go into a casino at any point in my life. It may be a problem. Alright, let's go. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Yeah, I, like... Maybe my partner's right. Maybe I shouldn't go into, Maybe I should never go into a casino. Do orcs keep their teeth in a squiggy bank? That's so fucking good, dude. That's so fucking good. Oh, the run really does start over every time. Racoin is my favorite coin gambling game. That's the game that's literally just like that, what do you call it? Like, that's the, it's not pachinko, but like the game where you like drop the coins in and there's all the coins there. God. They have those at like children's arcades, but with like the tokens that you like fucking play whatever. Hey, random train of thought. Isn't it fucking crazy how like arcades are just like gambling casinos for children? Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a Dave & Buster's in the last like 5 years, but like, that shit's just gambling. Like, I swear to God, some of the machines that they have at Dave & Buster's, like, if they could make a Batman-themed slot machine, they would do it. Coin pushing. Okay. How the fuck did I not get that as the title? Like, that's literally like a description of what the machine is. Coin pushing. I would give Games Workshop so much money for a squiggy bank. You could very easily, like, kit bash that. I genuinely think that, like, okay, there's a, I don't know what he's called, but there's, like, an Age of Sigmar, like, epic orc kit that you can get, which is, like, a big orc brute with, like, a hammer, and he comes with, like, a little squig counterpart that has, like, an anvil built into his head flesh, one of the two. But I genuinely think you could take that model and then, like, cut a seam down the middle. You got a squiggy bank right there. If you like roguelikes, you should try How Many Dudes. Am I being cyberbullied? No, that is a game. Double or nothing, let's go! I think, like, as much as I feel like I'm predisposed to roguelike addiction, I think that I'm, like, I think I don't actually play that many roguelikes. See, it's skill-based. Stop! Stop! I will take the luck perk, though, because you fucking know me. I mean, the actual size piggy bank to keep coins in. Oh, that'd be epic. I mean, maybe. Like, Games Workshop is definitely doing a lot more in the way of, like, licensed stuff at the moment. Where they, like, you know, pay other companies to, you know, build merch for them. Oh. At the very least, I've seen way more, like, Warhammer plushies, like, at my local Warhammer store, that they, like, license out to, like, this plushie company to make, and it's like, I am kind of tempted to get those every once in a while. Like, I'm not a huge plushie guy, but that big orc that they have, he does feel very soft. Somebody stop him. I need to be stopped. Okay, let's see. Chain reaction. Every destroyed piggy has a 2% chance to destroy one other piggy nearby too. Okay. Alright, this run. Ooh, interest rate. That would be good. God, I'm so fucking boring. Anytime a video game has, like, an interest rate mechanic for, like, financial management, part of me is like, ooh. I could increase my savings with compound interest. I do all the financial management in my household, if you couldn't tell. I love numbers. No, I feel like I want to max out my luck on this run, so I'm gonna take all the perks that are like, hey, you have a 2% chance of this happening. 30% loot for more sources, more energy. 20% attack speed. Imagine the interest when you're doubling every time. Oh, true. Everyone's telling me to go for the interest rate, and that's very deliberately not the one that I chose. Sorry, I don't do backseat gaming. They've licensed a company to make a bunch of pins, and I recently got a scarab one, and it's so goddamn cute. Pins is also a thing that, like, I feel like in another life, I would be a total pin head. I couldn't think of, like, a cute moniker for people who enjoy pins in time. Although pinhead, okay, that's actually a terminology. I kind of cooked with that. But no, I have a couple of enamel pins in my, like, little collection that I have, but, yeah, I feel like pins and plushies, in another life, I would be a total collector of those things. It just doesn't happen to be the life that I live now. Math is my enemy, thank gosh I don't have to ever do the Naplan again. I haven't for like 20 years, but, you know, God, do not reference the ancient magics to me. I remember doing those tests in primary school. Good grief. There's a woman on Instagram who is 3D printing a 2-scale statue of Horus Lupercal. I've seen that. And I fully support her. I love people using weird... I just love people doing weird shit with technology. You know, it's why I love content, it's why I love streaming, it's why I love you. Got him. But I just love seeing people do weird shit with the technology that they have at their disposal. Which, for me, is also why I, like, want to try, like, getting into more of a habit of doing stream stuff, because, like, I want to do weird shit. Oh, is that a mobile phone? Interesting. Oh, fuck. Because I remember, like, I went through, like, a little streaming phase, like, a couple of years ago, and, like... I just love doing, like, weird shit with the overlays. Oh, a telephone. Only one number is saved. Big Tony. He might lend you money, but what's the catch? Oh, no. Now I can go into debt for more gambling? I'm fucked. Gods, I hated the Naplan. Jesus Christ. Okay, so if there's any, like, North Americans in my audience who don't know what the fuck the Naplan is, but, like, the Naplan test was, like... the National Applied Perennial Learning Activation Neuron, whatever. Like, it was the test you did in school that, like, everybody had to do all at the same time. And it was also, like, the first ever... Like, it was the first test that we ever had to do in primary school, so it felt like a big deal. Like, it felt like, you know, the last exam you ever had to do in university, because, like, it just felt that serious. And yeah, a lot of people hated it. I don't think I was really one of them, because, listen, you might not believe this, but I was kind of a nerd in school. But not even just a nerd, I was a... I liked it when the teachers told me I was doing a good job, and quite frankly, that is a mentality that I have kept all throughout my adulthood as well. I collect enamel pins on top of my plastic minis. A fine addition to the pile of shame. How did you get such a straight line with your eyeliner? It is because I use... liquid eyeliner. So, like, I have switched to liquid eyeliner very recently, because, like, whenever I was doing eyeliner with, like, a pen, I always felt like it was really hard to get, like, a nice thin line or a sharp point or anything like that. Because I find that, like, most pen eyeliners, at the very least the ones I have used in the past, like, do tend to, like, get very, like... You do tend to get very, like, thick lines, I find, which, let's be real, is probably because I am not very good at controlling eyeliner pens. But I recently switched to liquid eyeliner, which is basically, like, a brush that you dip into... Liquid eyeliner is basically, like, a little pot of face ink that you get a brush, you dip it in, and then you, like, apply it like that. And I feel like the skills that I've developed as a Warhammer painter have had a 1-to-1 correlation with me getting straighter lines. And did I fuck my eyeliner up doing that? Okay, I missed completely. I am a compulsive face toucher when I'm wearing makeup, and it is a problem. I know it, and it's gonna fuck me up at some point. At some point during one of these streams, I'm literally just gonna, like, touch my eye like this and go, like, bleh, without even realizing it. You have to keep me accountable. You have to tell me that I'm fucking up when I do that. You do not understand the amount of serotonin I have now that I can, like, break those small piggy banks with one fucking hammer hit. I can feel the neurons starting to fire, and it is a problem. The catch doesn't matter if you double it. You're right, I should double or nothing it. I'm gonna hop off, see you later. Get out of here. Have a good night. Or day, or whatever it might be. You're a nerd, surely not. Hey! Listen, I was a bit of a dork in school. I can admit to that. What's my bills? $45? Can I get $45 in one thing? I absolutely can. Extra loot, more attack speed, more pigs. New pigs arrive. Yeah, let's go new pigs arrive. See? It's skill-based! The piggy banks are so cute, I feel bad for killing them. I don't, because they have money. Gambling! Okay, I've kind of been, like, microdosing, like, content tutorials on YouTube, which I know is a bad habit that I shouldn't be doing. But, one of the things that I always get from, like, you know, videos about streaming or content creation is people going, like, you gotta figure out what your brand is. Like, what kind of games do you play on stream? Like, what kind of, you know, like, what's your niche? And I'm just sitting here going, like, maybe my niche should be, like, fictional gambling. But then I realize there's an entire, like, micro-industry of people who do actual gambling on live stream services, and I'm like, I can't do that. Not even ironically. Because let's be real, like, the fucking gambling epidemic is a huge problem. Good evening to you too, Twitch.tv user Headstrom. What game am I playing? I have actually forgotten the name of the game that I'm playing. Bills Must Be Paid is the game that I'm playing. I saw a couple of streamers play... Why did I stop? I was saying that... I called myself... Sometimes... So I don't know if you notice this about me, but I do tend to speak with a stutter. And sometimes that means that I have to, like, stop what I'm saying and just, like, you know, sort of restart my sentence halfway through. But I was saying that sentence absolutely correctly, and I don't know why I stopped myself halfway through, so... Bloons Tower Defense 6 is an untapped market. Listen, I am going to end up playing Bloons Tower Defense 6 on a stream at some point. I can feel it in my bones. I did recently install Bloons Tower Defense 6 on my computer again, just so that I can play it anytime that I want to. And I know that that's going to start a fixation for me. Listen, my special little neuroses that I... Oh, okay, so these things don't, like... Anything that I purchase here doesn't, like, transfer between runs. That's good to know. But yeah, when it comes to video games, I tend to get super fixated on, like, a couple of games at a time, and Bloons Tower Defense 6 is one of those games. Chat yearns for Bloons Tower Defense. I yearn for Bloons Tower Defense. Games that just, like, give me, like, noises and number, and, like, the instant gratification of, like... I fucking love that shit. I hope you heard that, and it didn't, like... I didn't get caught through noise cancellation, because those were some good fucking Bloons noises that I made. Well, they fucking destroyed my lipstick doing that, but... There's only half of it to begin with. Okay, I need to make something very clear to you guys right now. When I do like this lipstick look that I do, which is like a classic and like a, you know, it's my look, right? But I have had a surprising increase in the amount of people who think that me doing my lipstick like this is a mistake. I have received like 7 comments in the last, I want to say, week of people telling me like, you forgot to do the bottom half of your lip. Where's the other half of your lip? Like, why did you leave your lipstick like only half done? This is the look, okay? I'm making a very deliberate choice to look like this. The Shigo. Unintentionally, but it's the best frame of reference that anyone has, so. Double or nothing. Fuck. They just don't get art. That's right! God. See, when I was watching some streamers play this, like, on stream today, like, I was watching them playing through, like, really high-level fucking, like, deep runs, where they were making, like, $72 billion every session, and that really, like, warped the scale of the money of this game. Like, they were literally, like, double or nothing. They were literally going double or nothing every run, and I was like, oh, the money in this game might not mean that much, okay? So that's totally fine. But now that I'm in the thick of it, I'm now realizing that, like, oh no, they were just insane. Have you played a DRG? I have played Deep Rock Galactic. Although every time I play Deep Rock Galactic, it's my first time playing it in like 6 months. Like, I'll play like one run, put it down, and then pick it up 6 additional months from that date. So technically my dwarves are like kind of okay level. Like, it's like they're like not fresh newbie dwarves. They're like level like 10 or whatever the progression system in Deep Rock Galactic is. But I, Ethan, have no idea how to play the game. So whenever I join a game of Deep Rock Galactic, I am like matched up with people who, let's face it, have been playing Deep Rock Galactic for a very long time. And then there's just me running around going like, why is it so dark? Why can't I see? And why do I have no bullets? Ah! And so I get self-conscious that everyone in the Deep Rock Galactic community hates me, which is why I don't play the game for another 6 months. Double it, you can win. Alright, we're doing it. Don't fucking look at me. Oh, I didn't actually have $200. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. What's your favorite dwarf? I like the Dig Man, because whenever I play, like, class-based video games, or, like, video games where, you know, different characters do different things, anytime that I can, like to play, you know, medics, supports, and that's, like, my go-to character class in, like, any video game that I play, really. So in Deep Rock Galactic, because there is no, like, medic or healer class, I gravitate towards the, like, Dig Man. I can't remember what he's actually called. But, like, I gravitate towards the Dig Man because he can make tunnels that help out everyone. And, like, even though it's not, like, directly healing or buffing your allies, it's still, like, the most supportive class. Like, the Scout and the Gunner, like, they feel more focused on just, like, you know, running around and killing stuff. But I like to be helpful. And that's both my greatest strength and also my biggest flaw. And do with that information what you will. Crunch! What can I say? I have a compulsive need to help people. Nice. DRG, are you streaming on both Twitch and YouTube? I am. I do multi-stream because I figured out how to make the technology work to do that, and I feel very proud of myself for it. Because normally, technology is really hard, and I don't know how to do it. So the fact that I can get a stream running up on both Twitch and YouTube in a horizontal and vertical output, like there's going to be some people out there potentially watching this on their mobile phone screen, some people potentially watching this on a horizontal desktop screen, and I feel very proud of myself for being able to put all that together. And if I could figure out where the fucking stream key for TikTok lives, I'd be going live there too. But I don't know how to make that work, so I will leave that for another day. Imagine if you doubled it. Stop! The bill is due now, so I have to... I'm doing this now. I'll double it next time, maybe. Coin flip will pay next... No, I can't take the buff that increases the double or nothing coin flip. That's just gonna be dangerous to me. I'm so disappointed in myself. Would you buy the board game version of Deep Rock Galactic? I would buy the board game version of Deep Rock Galactic, if only for the chance to get the little miniatures that that game has, because those things rock. What is my next bill? $750. Okay, I'm gonna need some perks for that. More pigs. Coin flip. Oh, nice. Okay, let's go. But yeah, like, I just really love that there is a board game version of Deep Rock Galactic, because, like, I just really love how, like, I don't know about you guys, but I think we're kind of in, like, a board game renaissance at the moment, and I think that's beautiful. Like, it feels like every other week I'm seeing, like, a Kickstarter for, you know, like, a board game based on, I don't know, fucking Homestar Runner, or Salad Fingers, or some fucking shit that doesn't feel like it's been relevant in 20 years. Like, they just did the new, like, Kickstarter for, like, the Cult of the Lamb board game, and there was, like, a Heroes of Might and Magic board game that came out on Kickstarter recently, and they all make, like, $5 million each. And I think that's incredible. We should be getting more board games of things. I think that rocks. I had a buddy show me the fucking, like, Monster Hunter board game that they made, which is literally, like, the entire mechanics of Monster Hunter distilled into board game format. The box is a cube. No, seriously, go look at, like, the board game version of Monster Hunter. The box is tall enough that it is cube-shaped. That is also because it comes with, like, giant minis of the Monster Hunter monsters, which are fucking insane detailed, by the way. You can double it, you have the time. Fuck, they're right. Ah. 3 AM here, need to sleep, hope to catch another stream. I hope you catch another stream too, Headstrom. It's good to see you. I'm furious. But only at myself. I'm not ignoring you, I'm just, like, absolutely fucking up. I absolutely fucked up my, my, like, stream manager screen, so I don't know what is going on. Oh my, there we go. Okay. Yo, chat goes over here, and this chat goes over there. I had everything set up and then it all fell to shit. Ah, fuck. Did you hear that the orcs are coming to Helldivers 2? Is that real? Sometimes people just make stuff up on the internet, and I don't know whether I should believe them or not. But if you, in this chat, are telling me that the orcs are coming to Helldivers 2, that actually might make me play the game. I feel like Listen, I don't think Helldivers 2 is a bad game. Like, it very clearly isn't. Like, it's immensely popular. A lot of people swear by it. I think what I need is just, like, people to play Helldivers 2 with, because I think, for me, the biggest thing that sort of, like, holds me back from the Divers of Hell the second is the idea that I don't know, like, I don't know how, like, I just don't really know, like, how each run is supposed to work. Like, it's, like, kind of open world, but not really. And, like, there's all of these side missions that you have to do and, like, side areas that you can go to. But, like, people... It seems like people try to, like, min-max the fucking, like, side missions in Helldivers 2. And, like, sometimes people get really mad if you call in extraction too soon. And, like, I just... Enough people have yelled at me in Helldivers that I'm just like, okay, I need to take a little bit of a step back, and I'll sort this out some other time. Double, you got the bad luck out of the way. Shut up! Ah! At least it's not real money, but it is real pride. It is my pride that's being hurt right now. It's an official mod. Okay. I love the term official mod. Like, fucking... Okay, I've got 6 days. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And hey, look, if... Listen, I took the perk that gives me, like, plus 20% to, what do you call it? I took the plus 20% perk to my double or nothing. So even if I lose a double or nothing now, and I do... If I lose a double or nothing now, and then I make the double or nothing next time, it's basically like I did it normal twice in a row, but I still get that extra 20%. You know what I mean? You are straight up... Like, this is... You're watching a man in crisis right now, is what you're seeing. Oh, this is bad. You gotta use the double or nothing now because you got a perk in it. I know! Okay. It's $750. This is, like, so low stakes. Real pride ended in July. It's gambling time. Okay. I am not proud of anything that I'm doing right now. I can tell you that. I can tell you that for damn fucking sure. Okay. I feel like these wooden ones should be giving me more money than they are, but I'm not sure if that's just because I'm bad at the game. Okay. Damn it. Okay, I feel like I'm getting stressed now. I feel like the worms are here, guys. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna double or nothing this time. I'm not going to double or nothing this time because I have exactly the amount that I need to pay my, like, next bill. Okay? I'll double or nothing for the rest of the days, but right now, I have exactly the amount that I need to survive. Oh, fuck. So if I fail all of my double or nothings that I do for the next 4 runs, I can still make it onto the next phase. And that's okay. God, I really do feel like I'm justifying a gambling addiction, aren't I? Okay. See? You know what? It's only $207. It wasn't that much money. So I need to double or nothing in order to, like, actually make this run meaningful, because I didn't make that much that time. There we go. 100% success rate. No, I can't order any perks. I can't buy any perks. I can't buy any perks because I have exactly the amount that I need. Okay. That's okay. You know what? I'm gonna focus on, like, the volume of pigs. I've been too caught up trying to get the beefy wooden pigs. And what I really need is to get the little pink ones to, like, scrape up that money, you know? I get overwhelmed and I switch from pig to pig. Okay. Oh yeah, it's back. Okay, okay, okay. Let's do it. You and me, we got this. And the little ones have a chance of breaking the big ones. Yes, that's right. That's probably a little loud. I apologize for that. Okay. Can I buy a perk? Is there any perk? Can I get a perk for like 20 bucks? No, I'd probably spend all the $20 perks. Okay. Fuck. Okay, 2 days. I can do this. Ooh, is there anything in the shop that I can get? No. Alright, one more round. One more round. And then I'll double or nothing this. That's right. And the tourist pigs give me, like, more energy when I crack them. So... I should probably not say that I'm cracking them. I think that's... Ooh. Oh, no. I delved too greedily. I split up my I split up my smashing potential too much. And now I'm not gonna get... I'm not gonna... Fuck. Okay. I delved too greedily into... Oh, $142. That's amateur hour. Double or nothing. First try. Okay. Fuck this game for having that be a thing that can happen. That stressed me the fuck out just now. And, like, I genuinely felt my, like, blood pressure rise when that happened. Oh my god. Oh. Because, like, I wasn't even, like, the bit that I was doing was, like, looking straight at the camera and, like, not at the screen that has the visual information that I need to, like, see. First try. Alright, I can buy another perk. I can buy another perk. Wider swing area. I want to go for, like, maximum... I'm going to go for, like, maximum impact. Just because that'll let me break more pigs. I'm obsessed with incremental games. It's honestly a problem. Incremental game... Like, I feel like... Okay, here's what I need to, like, gauge everyone's opinions on. Are incremental games having a, like, renaissance or a resurgence or something? Because I feel like I never even heard about, like, the concept of incremental games. I didn't even know they had, like, a title. Like a classification. But now I feel like everyone's talking about them, and they're everywhere. I also recently got the game, what is it? Sir, We Have an Orc Problem, which is another incremental game, which has orc in the title, so, like, you know I had to pick it up. But, like, yeah, that's an incremental game, and I didn't even know that that was, like, a genre. But now I feel like I'm hearing about incremental games, like, every 2 weeks. Are we living in the incremental renaissance? I hope we are, because that feels like it's someone's something. There's a Three Little Piggies joke to be made about the pigs being made of different materials. There probably is. Oh, fuck. You know what the worst part about that was? The worst part about that was that I didn't even, like, consciously go for the double or nothing button. Like, that felt like raw instinct to me. And... I really feel like that was my brain on autopilot trying to gamble more. And that's bad. Hey. That's bad. One extra day before bills become overdue. I'm taking that so I have more chances to double or nothing. What is wrong with me? I'm okay. I'm fine. Fuck. Grace periods we could do. God damn it. Have you watched Hunter the Parenting? Chances are, if a television program or streaming series is popular and well-known, there is a good chance that I haven't seen it. I don't watch a lot of television, quite frankly, and when I do, it's fucking seasons of Law and Order that were made in 1989. Oh, God. There are very, few television programs that I go out of my way to watch. Part of me feels like I want to watch more TV, just so I can, be more, up-to-date with what's going on in the zeitgeist. But then I'm just so bad at watching TV. Whenever I watch TV, I'm also, painting miniatures, at the same time. So I don't feel like I'm, consciously watching the television program. So whenever I'm, So I feel like it's really hard for me to get into TV watching, because I'm sort of sitting here going, I'm gonna be doing something else, so I don't want to watch, really fancy prestige TV that I have to, commit 100% of my brain power to, because I'm gonna be painting minis or something. Twitch.tv user Finch's Fables. Thank you for the follow. I have, a thing up on my screen now so I can see what's going on. I appreciate it. Wait, does loot from all the sources apply to doubling? No, I don't think it does. I think all sources, just like pigs. Because, the double or nothing is its own thing. Jeroa Carnival, Twitch.tv user, thank you for following. I don't have, Twitch alerts set up or anything like that, so I feel like I need to personally make the noise. Oh, sure, I'll buy that. I misclicked that, but I guess it's fine. Do you listen to audio dramas? I listen to audiobooks. I go through phases of being a real big audiobook guy. I've really wanted to branch out my audiobook sort of listening habits this year, because the majority of what I listen to on Audible are Black Library Horus Heresy novels, and I want to listen to more things outside of that. And I have heard that there are full audio dramas with acting and sound effects and everything like that, and I am kind of interested in checking out some of those as well. I think a very long time ago I started listening to a DC Comics audio drama or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely something that I'd like to pick up. Another thing that I got into previously was podcasts, which are like narrative podcasts, which I guess are kind of audio dramas when I think about it. And I'm just yapping right now because I don't want to look at the screen that tells me that I fucking gambled and pissed away my life savings. Fuck. I'm so mad. I put all of my faith into my ability to go double or nothing, and oh god. I'm so mad at myself. I cannot be allowed to gamble. Fuck. You can double. The Magnus Archives mentioned. A lot of people mentioned the Magnus Archives to me in general as something that I might enjoy, so I may end up checking it out at some point. Double or nothing, let's go! Thank fuck. But no, I do want to consume more media, which I feel like is a weird thing to say, because I feel like a lot of people are trying to consume less media as time goes by, but for me personally, 10% more damage, okay. No, I do need that. I do want to have more damage. I feel like in this day and age, a lot of people are trying to consume less media, because, like, people are trying to scroll less, people are trying to, like, binge watch less, people are trying to, like, disconnect a little bit. But I guess I want to try to be more, like, meaningful in my media consumption, if that makes sense. Like, I want to watch more, like, thoughtful and artistic shows. I want to, like, listen to more, like, I don't want to say, like, meaningful audiobooks, but, like, right now I'm listening to, like, fucking, I'm listening to fucking, like, franchised Warhammer books and, like, Dungeon Crawler Carl, you know? And, like, I want to get some real literature in there, you know what I'm saying? So we have to choose Big Bonk or Double or Nothing. I can't keep doing this. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Okay, $1,000. As long I can buy some more perks. That'll keep me going. 5% chance to release a shockwave that damages all the pigs on screen. Okay. That's good. I like... Okay. Now, answer me this. Are most incremental games so luck-based? Because, like, I feel like, from what I understand of the incremental game genre, it's kind of this thing where, like... I feel like the way that at least incremental games have been described to me is like, oh yeah, like, the number is always constantly going up. But this has more roguelike elements, which, like, means there is that random chance, and there is that, like, sense of loss that can happen because, like, you can, like, lose runs. You know what I mean? Fuck. I genuinely feel, like, embarrassed right now. I am embarrassed about how enthusiastic I am about gambling. Fucking hell. Less stamina drain, more stamina. Lightning strike. More pigs. I feel like I need more area of effect. Like, I need shit that, like, can go out and, like, blast multiple things. I'm re-listening to the He Who Fights with Monsters while I wait for it in the Wandering Inn to release next books. I don't know what book series that is, but it sounds awesome. 2% chance to drop double loot. Phantom Hand. That sounds cool as fuck. Even if the icon is a little bit... gross. When pig is destroyed, there's 10% chance to spawn a new one. Oh, should I be buying all this? Oh, $1,000! No, I'm fine. Actually, I do want to save a little bit of money. Are there any upgrades for the gambling? It's all gambling, man. Which I say in a neutral sense. It's all gambling, dog. That's one thing. That is one thing I'm trying to be more mindful of. You know, that's one thing I'm trying to be mindful of. I feel like I very much default to the phrases dude, bro, and man when I'm talking to people. And I need people to know that whenever I say that online, I am using it in the most gender-neutral sense possible. You're all my dudes. Oh, shouldn't have done it. I lied. I should have done it, and I should continue to do it literally every time. Are you into the lore of fantasy and or AOS? I don't know anything about the lore of fantasy or Age of Sigmar. And I think that's... It's not necessarily because, like, I don't want to know. But I feel like Warhammer has a little bit of a lore problem in the sense that, like, it kind of feels like there is some, like, prerequisite knowledge that you should have in order to get into them. Or at least that's what I felt with Warhammer 40k. like, I know a little bit about the lore of 40k and about, like, the Primarchs and, like, the universe and, like, the Chaos Gods and everything like that. And I feel like that is kind of, like, prerequisite knowledge you sort of need to have in order to start reading the Warhammer books, and I'm afraid that that's also the case for Age of Sigmar as well. And listen, you can say you don't need any, like, background or history in order to enjoy the books, and I will counter that with the first time Magnus shows up in the Horus Heresy novels, he literally shows up in a dream sequence with Horus and goes like, "Brother, no!" And, like, when that happened, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Dude and bro are gender neutral. They do very much, like, feel gender neutral to me, but not everybody feels that way. And that's something that I am very mindful of. Extra radius, guaranteed crits when your stamina is below 10%. You know what? I feel like I really need that one, because anytime I try to, like... Anytime I, like, get down to, like, low energy, I do feel like I start to get stressed. I should buy something. I could buy a new hammer. Aw. Okay. Can I buy anything else? What is this? Piggy timer. Spawns a new piggy every 10 seconds. Don't need that. Okay, what are my bills? 2,700. Okay, I'm kind of good for that now. So... Fist, 2% glowing chance. Coin range bank, an extra 10% when I pay it out. Destroying a pig has a 4% chance to restore stamina. Yep. Anything that can prolong my stamina is something that I very much need to invest in. You can't imagine my shock when I learned Warhammer has little mention of hammers. Honestly, it is kind of true, though. Wow, holy fuck, this is way faster. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I'm gonna make so much money! I'm gonna double or nothing the fuck out of this. Yeah, Warhammer does have very little mention of hammers, doesn't it? Not like this game, which is all hammers, to my understanding. It depends, but there are some much more self-contained books. Can't say if it applies to the whole series, but I read a lot of Gore-Tex and Felix, and I feel like you don't need that much background. Alright, that's good to know. I think maybe I'll invest in, like, a lore primer or something for Age of Sigmar to see if I get into it. I hope the noise gate canceled out all that, because that was way too fucking loud. Plus 9% luck! Oh no, that's dangerous. Oh, that's dangerous. I'm destitute, but... Fuck, man. Pretty sure it's named after Sigmar's hammer. Ah yes, the titular Warhammer. Die. Okay, I can be a little less stressed because, like, this hammer, like, attacks faster, and I have it in my brain that that's gonna, like, shorten the length of my runs, but it just means I'm gonna have more chances to attack. Oh, I can already feel myself getting overstimulated. There's so much fucking, like, shockwaves and just, like, shit flying around at the screen. This is crack to me. Big gambles. Oh, I'm so close to get... I want this party pig. Give him to me. I have to... Come on. Plus 9%? Needs more whacker. That's very funny. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, now I don't have any money to buy anything because I spent it all. Oh, I'm having big regret right now in terms of just my life choices, really. Holy fuck. Oh my god. God damn it. Party pig. Next time for sure. Next time for sure. Okay, 95% of the way there. If I double or nothing this, I can get the clown pig. So that's kind of made my... Actually, no, this doesn't count towards the clown pigs, does it? Okay. You need an upgrade that's like the Tank Buster's Rocket Hammer. I need to just make better choices, man. Next time, stop! You're all terrible and horrible people. Like, I'm literally living the version of that meme, which is just like the guy in the fucking like mine thinking he's like walking away right before he hits diamonds. That's how you're treating me right now, and it's honestly concerning. Hey, this game fucking rocks though, I'll tell you that much. How would this work on Steam Deck? Like, every hit is a gamble, and it has a 10% chance to smash instantly. Stop giving me chance fucking... Okay. Anyone else excited for the next boys mini reveal batch where they're all addicted to different forms of gambling? I mean, literally, like, playing the orcs as a Warhammer army is just, like, state-sanctified gambling. Because when you play the orcs, you're literally rolling, like, 700 dice and hoping one of them rolls a 5. Like, that's literally the thing. I'm so mad. I'm so genuinely angry. I haven't made any money from a single session this run. A single... Okay. I need to lock the fuck in. I swear I had a pair of sunglasses around here that I could put on for dramatic effect, but I don't, and that's fine. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I can call Big Tony. That's okay. It is okay. I'm allowed to have this one thing. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm getting stressed now. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this up top, but this game is like $5 on Steam. So, like, if you think that you could be as compelled as I am by watching this game, if you think you could fall into the same compulsions that I am currently falling into, I would heartily recommend it. Heartily recommend it, not hardly recommend it. I always feel like I fuck up the pronunciation of that. Oh, for fuck. The Gambler's Phallus, or whatever it's called. Jesus Christ. Okay. I should have made smarter choices. I should have got the interest perk. I feel like that would have helped me. First try. Stop. Okay. I feel like... Are these party pigs even, like, worth it? Okay. If I get huge, they're all clustered together. Go big, go home. Huge, RNG, huge. I don't know, that's how I hear gamers online talk, and that kind of stresses me out, to be honest. They're on me. Last hit. Squidge him. Blidge him. I'm buying it. Fucking we ball. Hell yes. I kind of want to, like... one of the things I kind of want to, like, do on this channel... I am so concerned about how I keep hitting double or nothing purely on autopilot. Like, I press that button purely as a reaction. And I shouldn't have. I think my bills are due, like, this time. That could have, like, fucked me up completely. But I straight up, like, doubled or nothinged it. Purely out of habit. I'm just picturing an orc with a squig like this is Russian roulette. Should I start a second shame pile? You should always play the orcs. That is my #1 recommendation to anybody who is even remotely interested in Warhammer. Each coin has a 1% chance to convert into gems, and there are a lot of coins, so... Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball! Okay, what's the next build like? Ah! Okay. Surgical precision, crits hard. Okay, okay, okay. I am just going to... What am I going to do? Do I want a skill tree? No, I'm just going to go vanilla this time. I'm just going to use the perks that I currently have. Oh, fuck. And I'm going to do... Yeah, no, this is going to be fine. I have a little bit of money saved. I'm going to play it a little bit fiscally conservative. And I'm going to be fine. You are quite genuinely, like, watching me have, like, a midlife crisis in... Just in real time. And I don't know how I feel about that, quite frankly. But I feel like I'm going through something emotionally that I shouldn't be sharing with strangers on the internet. How much is that next luck upgrade? Well, first of all... Ow. Okay. If you were to start another army, which one would it be? I think the better question is, which of my current other armies am I going to finish first? Because, like, of course, orcs are, like, my primary force, right? But outside of that, I also have Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, and Tyranids as well. I think that, if anything, I'd probably look to finish the Chaos ones next. I mean, I say that, but, like, I feel like Chaos is definitely the force that I have, like, the most work put into outside of the orcs, but I think it all comes down to, like, what mood am I in? You know what I mean? Like, right now, I kind of feel like I'm feeling Space Marine-y, if that makes sense, because I very much am, like, I'm in the mood to paint fun colors. Like, I love painting my orcs. You know how I love painting my orcs. But for me, there very much is this, there very much is this sort of thing, like, all of the orcs that I paint are brown and green, right? Like, they have the same color scheme. It's very, like, not bland, but muted sort of thing. And with the Space Marines, I can make them blue and yellow and, dare I say, pink. And no one can tell me that I can't, because I can. I got all the bad luck out of the way. I'm good. I'm a god. But yeah, like, I feel like I feel like I am probably gonna put more work into my Space Marines, just because I like painting fun colors. And now that I have an airbrush, I can get so many colors to experiment with. Oh, I'm good. I can get perks for days. What the fuck am I talking about? More area of effect, more shockwave damage, more likely to trigger shockwaves. 5% chance to spawn new pigs. Let's go. Oh fuck. Okay. That's probably a little too enthusiastic. Never mind. I'm going back to never buying anything ever again. Oh god. But yeah, and that's one of my favorite things about mini painting as a hobby, is that, like, you can really, like, there's something for everyone. Like, no matter what your, like, style is, no matter what your personal aesthetic is, you can find some, like, you can find an army or a model range that is, like, fun to paint for you. You know what I mean? And that's actually something that I'm kind of interested in. Like, I think that one thing I am kind of, like, interested in experimenting with is, like, models or, like, game systems potentially, like, outside of 40k. Like, I know there's a whole bunch of other games out there. Like, everyone's always talking about Trench Crusade. Everyone's always talking about, like, War Machine. It's very hard for me to get into games like that, so... Like, I don't know, like, it just takes a lot of, like, time and energy to, like, build an army or a force in a particular game, right? Like, recently I've seen a lot of people do, like, what is it called? Like, I don't know if there's a term for it, but, like, bust painting, where they get, like, resin prints of, like, you know, torsos and heads of, like, different characters, and because they're much larger, they've got a lot more, like, details, and you can do a lot more with, like, hair and, like, clothes and things like that. And I think something like that would be fun to paint. But then I also have these worms in the back of my mind that's like, yeah, it's a fun painting project, but you've got boys. You have boys that you still need to paint, and like pieces you can use in this game, you know, that you've already invested all this time and money into. And like, I don't want to get to that level, if that makes sense. Like, I always want to just do what's fun and creatively fulfilling to me, and right now, painting Warhammer is creative and more fulfilling to me, so... Until the day comes where I get bored or tired of that, you're still going to be seeing more orcs from me. When hit, it gets angry and runs into other pigs, dealing 70% of your base damage. Ooh. I don't want to make him... I don't want to piss him off, but I do like that he's there and can break shit for me. We are professionals at gambling. That's right, we're all in this together. Ooh, he's angry. I want, like... I kind of want, like, a plushie of these pigs. Like, these little guys are adorable. I hope they get on the merchandising game real quick. Okay, like, now that I'm in kind of, like, a rhythm, and I've got, like, a lot of, like, excess capital that I can, like, sort of rely back on, the game's become relaxing to me again. It's funny how much more relaxed I am when I'm not worried about money. Maybe that's a lesson we can all learn from. Double it? Okay, sure. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm a god. Pig berserker, that's exactly right. We've got some barbarian pigs in the mix now. You know, I might as well buy... I can buy something from the shop, can't I? Yeah, new pig spawner. Slower energy drain. Do I want to buy the... Yeah, I'll buy a new hammer. I'm fucking good. That's 7 in a row. Well, I did start this off with, like, fucking... getting 0 in a row for, like, 20 rounds, so... It's karma, right? Like, I'm not lucky. The universe is just, like, providing me with what I need after it screwed me over all those times. Karma is real, and she owes me money. I love gambling. But that's the thing, it doesn't even, like... There are some games that, like, lean, like... Oh, I gotta pay my bills. Oh, fuck. For a second there, I thought I got, like, so into the double or nothing that I didn't have enough money to pay my bills, and that genuinely concerned me. Extra attack speed, each run can scatter spikes. More loot, less damage. 20% chance to scatter table spikes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the table spikes, because, like, I feel like if I can get a lot of, like, what do you call it? Ancillary damage just around the table, like from the shockwaves, from the red pigs that charge into things, and like from these spikes as well, I really feel like that'll help me out. Does extra loot apply to double or nothing? I don't think it does. I think double or nothing is its own thing. At the very least, that's what I would do if I was a game designer. Okay, first hit on a pig deals 25% of base damage as extra damage. Okay, cool. God, this game rocks. Can I just say, like, I am really happy with how many, like, indie game success stories I feel like there's been over the last couple of years. Like, I feel like I feel like we've all progressively gotten, like, more and more, like, fed up with the shit of, like, the AAA games industry. And that has just created this, like, entire fucking, like, gold mine of, like, weird-ass indie games that are made by, like, 1 or 2 people that, like, enter out into the world and then make $20 more billion. And I'm so happy for them, honestly. That's 8! God, I love video games. Actually, what's my... Okay, my bill is $12,000, so I should be a little bit conservative. Or 9. Who's fucking counting? Spikes! But yeah, like, I don't know, there's something really inspiring to me about seeing, like, small creators find success, no matter in what context it's in. Like, if you want to look at, like, you know, streamers, or, like, YouTube creators, or, like, online artists, or things like that, like, I really love it when I see smaller creators really, like, seeing those big wins, or, like, releasing products or games that, like, find their audience and become really successful. And I feel like we've had more of that in the last couple of years. And you know what? That fucking rocks. The spikes re-triggering the red pigs is nice. I know! God, don't look at me. Don't fucking look at me. Don't fucking look at me. But yeah, you know, like, I kind of feel like we live in a time where, like, you know, the internet sucks, man. So, to see, like, a more frequent occurrence of, you know, small pockets of success and joy and, you know, people just finding little wins in creative circles, like, I feel like that's really special. And I feel like that's something that we're getting more of recently, and I really appreciate that. Is that a wizard pig in the unlock spot? Yes it is. And I love him. I regret this, I shouldn't have done it. That should be illegal. The guy who made this game knew exactly the levels to which he would raise the cortisol in his player bases by doing that, and I'm genuinely angry at him. I'm genuinely angry at them for putting that in this game, and I love that it happens. Oh, it's so good, dude. This game rocks, and it's like $5, so you should buy it immediately. More damage! Is there anything in the shop that I can buy? Nah. Everything else in the shop is like $10 billion at this point, so I feel like it's, I feel like I'm getting to that point of the game where, like, the numbers just start getting, like, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I just want to see what the wizard pig does. Like, that's my next goal. I want wizard pig. It's crazy, man. Has this game really been, like... I also feel like it's rare that, like... I feel like this is one of those games that's really gonna, like... You know, find its audience and pop off. And I feel very lucky to be playing this when I have. That wasn't a sentence. Alright, double or nothing, let's go! Alright, gamblers taking all bets what he would do with the lightning chain. Yeah, let's all get on. Let's all get on. Oh, God, what's that fucking app that's destroying the world? Polymarket. Let's all start taking bets on Polymarket about what I'm going to do on any particular stream. Except I tell you all what I'm going to do beforehand. So we're basically rigging it, and then you all win a bunch of money. I don't want to do that. Dude, I fucking hate those gambling sites. I fucking hate gambling. For as much as I love, like, fictional video game gambling, I absolutely despise, like, real-world gambling. You know what's fucking crazy to me? Like, ever since, like, you know, I grew up in Australia, right? Like, where we have some pretty strict-ass gambling laws for a country that basically runs on gambling money, but that's entirely besides the point. Steals your coins and tries to escape? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Wait, should I have done that? Oh, I probably shouldn't have. I probably should not have done that. Good grief. Fuck it, buying this game. Yes! That's my ultimate goal in life. If I can convince people to, like... Hey! If I can convince people to, like, support independent games and, like, independent art, then that is something that I want to do, you know? That, to me, feels like a life well lived. And that's also something that I want to, like, kind of incorporate into my streams as well, because, like, I'm on a lot of, like, PR lists for gamers. Because, like, there's a lot of reasons why, but, like, I'm on a lot of PR lists for, like, indie game developers who are like, hey, you make content, take our game for free and, like, do a YouTube video on it or something. And I've always felt kind of bad because, like, I haven't had a computer for the longest time, so I haven't been able to, like, play the games that they would have been able to give me. And now that I have a computer, and now that I can stream again, I kind of want to get into the habit of just, like, playing weird indie games that no one's ever heard of before, just to, like, give them a little bit more of a platform. And I know that's, like, not like great for, like, my discoverability or whatever, but I don't know. I like supporting artists, and I wanna do that more. Coin flip pays 4 times. Oh god, this is a bad decision I've made. Jesus Christ. Oh, if you thought the fucking double or nothing was bad before, oh no. I'm gonna be even more incentivized to do it now. See, if it weren't for, like, the ultimate reliance on, like, the mouse to play this game, I would almost say that this is, like, the perfect, you know, in-transit, like, Steam Deck game. Because, like, I used to have to take a lot of, like, trains and stuff for the job that I used to work at, and having a Steam Deck was an absolute fucking game changer. I played probably, like, Jesus Christ, like, 40 of my Balatro hours. Serotonin crack, that's what that is. But I probably played, like, 40 hours of Balatro on the train, like, going to and from work. And I feel like if this game could be played properly on a Steam Deck, despite, like, given the fact that it's so mouse-oriented, I would say this is, like, the perfect Steam Deck game. Holy shit. Alright, I'm just realizing that I've been at this for 2 hours, and I haven't, like, gotten up to stand up at any point in time. And I'm, like, totally slouching back here. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm so in the fucking zone, I'm off the screen. Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, because I need to hydrate and get myself a little snack. So I will be back in just a couple of seconds. Don't go anywhere. There's like a tiny little crack in the corner of my green screen. How does that keep happening? How does that keep happening? Counting down the seconds till I return. Alright, I have immediately forgotten what I was doing. Okay, I need $34,000. I have $10,000. I have 5 days to get the bills due. Okay. Because I have 20%. Oh, you guys are doing math that I absolutely cannot do. Crunch. Hell, fuck yeah. What, like... I don't know what this says about me, but I have, like, a chemical addiction to games that make me start doing math. And I want to be very specific when I say that, because, like, if I have to do math in order to, like, enjoy a game, I'm not going to enjoy it. The difference is that when a game starts out with me not having to do math, but then ultimately transitions into something that does make me start doing math, then that's when I get absolutely sucked in. Like, when I started playing this game, it was just like, la 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 la, oh, I'm just smashing pigs, I'm just like, you know, number go up, that's pretty cool. But now I'm in a state where I'm like, okay, if I double or nothing this time, that gives me a 50% chance in order to double the income that I've made, which will then get me 20% closer to my the bills, which I need 3 more rounds in order to get to. Like, I'm genuinely doing, like, math calculations in my head, and that sucks. And rocks. The other thing that I really hate about this is that the pigs are, like, the mascot character, like, of this game. So I always assume that the pig side of the coin is the good one. So anytime I double or nothing, there's always a split-second chance, there's a split-second moment where I think to myself, oh, I've done it! And then reality sets in. And it all slips away from me. Just like it does every other time. God damn this game. There's also something so therapeutic about, like... There's also something very cathartic about, like, smashing these pigs open. Because, like, it's not violent, it's not over the top, it's literally like the iconography of, like, smashing a piggy bank and all the coins coming out. Like, that has been an image which has been in the cultural zeitgeist since, like, the fucking 90s or something, you know what I mean? Like, the pigs aren't squealing for help, the pigs aren't dropping gore, the pigs aren't giving me shit. That's its own separate issue. I actually made a red string board for Pathologic when I played it. It felt so good. Fuck yes, that's awesome. And I also think that's very good, like, game design as well. Like, if you make me do a bunch of math in order to, like, get into a game, then I'm just not gonna do that bunch of math. Like, if you make it hard to, like, begin the investment in your product, I'm just gonna walk away. But if you, like, lure me in, tease me around with, like, a little win here, a little number go up there, a little, like, sparkly, ooh, critical hit sort of thing, and then slowly start going, like, okay, now do all the, like, boring math shit, then I'm gonna be hooked. It must seem like a 7-card run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. Oh, I love the "Hey you finally awake" Skyrim meme. Oh, okay. I can't spend anything. I need to double or nothing in order to, like, get my shit together. Oh my god. This shit. First try. I love that recurring bit. The recurring bit that I really love with, the recurring bit that I really love doing with all my friends is, First warning. That's a bit that I've done for a while, which I don't think... That's a me bit. That's my own creation. But anytime, like, any friend of mine starts, like, talking shit or, like, making jokes or anything like that, I'm always like, hey, first warning. But then the joke only continues because every time I say it, I always say first warning. So I'll be hanging out with someone for, like, 3 hours, and I'll go, like, hey, first warning. Like, 7 times throughout the course of the hang. And the more you do it, the funnier it becomes, I swear to God. Seriously, try it. Anytime your friend makes a lame joke, just look at him and go, hey, first warning. I think I'm funny. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing to me. I don't care what any of you think. That's a lie. I care very deeply about what other people think. That's kind of a problem, really. Okay. Oh, I need to double or nothing now. I can't do it. I get in trouble with the missus because my adult response to what you're doing is not cocaine. I mean, you're not lying. I'm calling Big Tony. Tony, I need you. Okay, take $13,000 at 10%. You owe... Oh, I'm gonna go into debt. Takes back 5 to 10% of my earnings every day until I repay the loan. The cut does not reduce your debt. Once you pay it back, I won't... Okay. I have to. I have to take the loan shark loan. And now I have $0. So, that's cool of me, I guess. Okay. Drop me a magnet that pulls all the pigs together. I fucking need it. Okay, cool. Now I'm in debt. I don't have any money. And I'm very sad. In the fiction of the game, that is. Like, I'm not very sad in my real life. Hey, I'm doing fucking great. Like... Okay. But in the fiction of the game, I feel like I'm role-playing someone who's very depressed. Mostly because they have a lot of debt, apparently, and that's really hard for them. One thing I'm, like, very, like, happy with as a person is the fact that, like, outside of, like, student loans, or, like, you know, outside of student loans, which in Australia like, isn't really that big of a deal, I have never needed to take on all that much, like, personal debt in my life, which I'm very thankful for, because I feel like that's a really hard thing to have to do. We can double our way out. Stop! Okay. Listen! I succumbed to peer pressure, and I came out on top for it. So you tell me... You tell me who's right or wrong. When our 9-year-old said it to his grandmother, she had some questions. Oh, boy. Don't call me for 5 days. Okay, rude, Big Tony. Okay. So let's do some... I hate that I'm about to say this, but let's do some math. If I make, like... How much did I make last time? I made, like, $4,000 last time. If I double that, or if I quadruple that the next 4, like, days, I should be good. If I can hit the double or not, if I can hit the quadruple or nothing over the next 4 runs, I will literally be fine. So all I need to do is... All I need is for the universe to smile upon me, again and again and again and again and again and again and again, which I believe can happen. Because I'm pure of heart and good of soul, and nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. So, like, I'm set, honestly. Like, I don't know what you guys are worried about. Like, you guys are sitting here, like, stressed out of your fucking gourd over whether or not I'm gonna make enough money to pay back my loans. But, like, I'm sitting here going, like, hey, we're good. See, $2,000? That $2,000 is about to be $8,000. Fucking watch this. So we've had a slight setback, but we also paid Big Tony. So, it's due in 4 days, but I can get another loan from Big Tony in 4 days. I'm going to literally be fine. Literally fine. It's still only 40k. Fuck me. Can we afford luck upgrades? Hey dog, I'm gonna be so real with you. We can't afford shit for the next couple of runs. Listen, we are going into debt. We're already in debt. We ain't buying shit. I like how this is a council decision now, like, I guess that's what streaming is. Just a bunch of strangers fucking, like, critiquing every move that I make. And I wouldn't have it any other way. That's the one thing I can't, I don't understand, like, streamers who go like, hey, no backseat gaming. If you backseat game, I'm gonna ban you. The whole point of Twitch is to fucking backseat game. I like this fucking, like, biker pig. I really want to know what he does. And we just win here. Can we afford luck upgrades? Let's fucking find out. Okay, I don't think we can. I don't think there's any more luck upgrades I can get. Yeah, I fucking maxed it out. I don't think anything in the shop will give it to me. I can buy a miniature slot machine. I'm just here for the witty zingers. I try my darndest. Okay. So listen, if gambling got us into this mess, gambling can get us out. I'm so fucking cooked, man. Like this. Oh my god. Yeah, I think this run is, this run is not gonna be... I mean, I hope I win everything that I need to, and I hope that I make $10 more billion and I can keep playing this game for hours on end, but I think in a couple of rounds, this might be the end for me. But there is a sense of freedom that also comes with that, you know what I mean? I need to get $65,000 in 2 days. Fuck, okay, double or nothing. Okay, this is good. This is a good thing. This is a good thing that has happened to me. How do I use this? Payouts depend on your last runs. Okay, how do I use the slot machine? I need to know how to gamble. What? Okay, so... I want the slot machine! Now, I might not win this game because I didn't know how to fucking, like, use the slot machine. I want to gamble! And you're not letting me! What are you, the government? Frickin' gambling regulations, piece of snip. I genuinely don't like who I am when gambling's on the table. Okay, loot. How can I... How do I use that? Collection, shop, mini slot machine, big Z plus big run. Oh, does that just mean that I could, like, I think that means I can just, like, get some, I think that just means I can get, like, some bonuses at the end of a round, sort of thing. I was imagining that there was an actual, like, slot machine game that I could play, and I kind of got excited about that, which is really concerning to me, actually. It's just passively gambling while you whack. Honestly, story of my life. Okay. Yeah, magnet, pull them in. Huge. Oh, pink pig, insta-kill. Huge. Love that. Oh, get the angry ones. Deal more damage. Huge. I'm gonna die like this round. I could... Oh, God. See, again, when I wasn't, like, stressed about money, I was so calm and collected. But now I'm sitting here going like, oh, the amount of money that I have might actually be a material problem for me. And my blood pressure is now through the roof. So, what does that tell about society? Think about it. Oh, Brodolito. Each normal Lito you smash has a 70% chance to make Brodolito appear. Okay. But you gotta double or nothing. We just have to. Even then, I don't think this will give me enough. Okay, hey! Tony! Give me the cash! This sucks, man. Oh my god. On hit, 3% chance for 2 guaranteed crits. The stamina drain, destroying a pig has 5% chance for 5 circling orbs? You know I gotta get on those orbs. Okay. Circling orbs is more gambling. And that... I left in your bill with $750, now it's $65,000. Yeah, and now it's $250,000. So, I'm kinda cooked. It's okay, Big Tony has given me a loan, so I can, like, make it a little bit further, at the very least. Dude, these big chunky pigs take, like, a fucking beating. Oh my god. Why won't they die? Oh, that was bad. I, like, spent all of my stamina trying to get those big chunguses. I circled his orbs till... Listen, you tried. I wonder if debt will affect legacy points. I don't think debt does affect legacy points. And I think that because, like, anytime I take, like, a bunch of money into my debt, I get a whole bunch of legacy points from that as well. So... I'm going to delete my accounts on all social media platforms and go live in the woods. And, at this point, I'm just farming legacy points because, like, I know I can't get... Orbs! At this point, I'm just farming legacy points because, like, I know I can't do shit! I am powerless to change the material conditions of which I have been presented to, and that's deeply upsetting to me. What happens if you don't pay him back? Does he break your digital kneecaps? I think he breaks my IRL kneecaps. This is so fucked, man. Okay, no. I'm fine. My material conditions are okay. Fuck. I want to take a smash cut of, like, the start of this stream where I was like, it's just a fun little, like, indie game that I found that I think it's pretty fun and we're gonna have a good time. And then just a series of cuts that show me getting progressively more and more neurotic as I get closer and closer to insanity, the deeper in debt I become. And I can't win this. Like, that's the thing. Like, I am at a point where it's like, okay, what can I do? Theoretically. Like, I have so much debt, and so much, like, I'm only making X amount per thing. But then I could also have, like, a really good run and get, like, a whole bunch of jackpots, and half of these guys could explode for, like, 3 times the points for some fucking reason, because nobody controls, like, anything. Oh, did I get, like, a jackpot there? Ah, Tony's took some of my cut. Okay. Remember, kids, don't ever gamble unless you really, really want to. And that's the problem. I really, really want to. He goes Doki Doki and deletes all saves for other games. Good grief. Can they do that? Can other games affect other games? Oh, no. Okay, Tony's dead is 37,000. I'm straight cooked. Like, there's nothing I can do. See, these big pigs are so thick, I can't kill them. So even though this one's glowing for like a golden jackpot or whatever, like I can't break him. Because I'm not strong enough, because I can't afford upgrades, because I'm so far in debt. Big Tony's gonna take my knees. He's gonna repossess my legs. Okay. Double. Fucking hell. Okay. Okay. We're good. First hit of each run deals twice damage. Okay. Okay, extra 2% chance to drop double loot. Oh, bot detected! Killing you instantly. I love the fact that Twitch allows me to immediately, like, murk bot accounts. I haven't had a lot of, like, bot activity in a while. Well, then again, like, 90% of the internet is bots now, so, like, you're all fucking bots, and you can't convince me otherwise. Oh, God. See, I need to get better at dealing with these big chungos. Oh, fuck. Rip, bot, we hardly knew you. Oh, it's due in 2 days. It's due in 2 days. Oh, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep living like this. Oh my God. I feel so hopeless. It feels so feeble and futile. Yeah, I will admit, like, I remember, like, even... Because, like, back when I used to stream, like, 6 years ago or some shit, I felt like bot activity is, like, way more common. And, like, now I have, you know, like, a bigger audience and, like, more people and things like that, but even... When I remember, like, streaming, like, 2 viewers at any one time. I remember streaming to, like, 2 viewers at any one time, and, like, even then... Like, I would get, like, bots being like, hey, download my weird, sketchy thing. And I never banned them, because it made me feel like people were watching. Even if they were bots and I knew they weren't human, I felt like they made the number go up. And that was a little sad to a degree. I was so starved for attention back then. Now I don't give a shit about anything. Except for you, personally. The light is sneaking into the frame. Why does my camera keep rotating? Like, does it keep rotating of its own accord? I think I have one of those cameras that, like, weirdly, like, fluxes around. Okay, double or nothing. Come on, let's go. Well, that's gonna give me a lot of fucking points, but it's not gonna get me across the line. Well. What do you mean, not yet? There's nothing I can do! You're putting me in a position where you think there might be hope, but there isn't. Rip in piss. Holy shit. Pig loot is 10% higher. Thank you, thank you. 10% crit chance and 50 crit damage. Thank you. Actually, give me some of these really expensive ones. 20% more damage? Fuck yes. Pig loot is 20% higher? Oh, yeah. Yeah, more damage. Give me more damage. Papers. Sure, and... Oh, no, I can't buy anything else. Okay. Capitalism jump scare. Alright, I think that is enough pig game for now. I feel like my cortisol is, like, going through the roof. I've still got a little bit of life left in me, but, like, I actually planned to play, like, a couple of different games on this stream. I don't think I'm gonna get through all of them, but I kind of had the craving to play a couple of rounds of, Speed Freaks for a little bit. So I think I am gonna take a little bit of a Bloons Tower Defense 6. I can't do that yet because, like, I actually, like, Bloons has, like, a really weird, like, cloud storage sort of, like, a cloud save sort of thing. So, like, in order for me to set that game up, I need to, like, go to my Steam Deck and find my, like, account code and, like, do a bunch of, like, weird fucking shit like that. So, like, that will happen at some point, but not this time. So, I'm gonna go on the BRB screen for a little bit, and I'm gonna load up some Speed Freaks, because I like that game and I haven't played it in a while. So, stick around. Number go up my ass. Wait, not... Fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck. Hold on. I forgot. I need to tell the game. I need to tell my programs what window I actually need to show. There we go. Ah! Listen, none of you are gonna care about this game, quite frankly, because I think Speed Freaks is being played by a combined total of like 5 people at any one time. But I love Speed Freaks, and it is very important that I show this game to everyone that I possibly can. Look, this game is being played by 29 people in the world at this point. And those 29 people are the most important people to me in the world, so... Listen, if you've never played this game before, no one plays it. It's janky, and I love it. But I also love orcs, so that's just kind of like what I'm about. I care, but I care much more about Steam summer sales. God, so true. I care. See? We all care about Speed Freaks. We're all Speed Freaks fans out there. There are dozens of us. Dozens! Also, I have no idea how to play this game on PC, I'm just realizing. Also, I've never run this game on like, my new computer, so, like, if it fucking sucks, I apologize. Listen, if there is at least one person in the world still playing Speed Freaks, it's fucking me. I may need to turn some settings down, because it is lagging a little bit, but that's fine! Honestly, I don't know why Speed Freaks isn't, like, more popular as a game, because, like, I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, there is a lot about Speed Freaks that I feel like people have been asking for from multiplayer games for a very long time. Like, there's no microtransactions, there's no, like, weird DLC shenanigans, and you know what, this is actually really loud. So I'm probably gonna turn that down a little bit. Yeah, this is way louder. Alas, I must be gone. You have a good night now. As is your right. But yeah, like, I feel like there's a lot about Speed Freaks that people would really like if they gave it a chance. Except when there's fucking walls like that, Jesus Christ. It's giving Twisted Metal. That's what people keep saying. And I think that's a very, like, apt comparison, you know? I mean, I've never played Twisted Metal in my life, but everyone does say that this is basically Twisted Metal, but not Twisted Metal. Except sometimes it does that every once in a while, which, that I will say, isn't great. The match has been restarted by new host. But yeah, it's very Twisted Metal. It's very just like fun and frantic. And I very much enjoy the game. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot about Speed Freaks that like people would really enjoy if they gave it a chance. You know what I mean? Like, there's no microtransactions, there's no DLC, there's like it's $20 and you can just like play it forever. Because like originally when they were like making the game, I think it was originally going to be free to play. But then they were like, no, that's probably not going to work, so let's just like make it $20 and then, you know, people can host their own servers and everything like that. And honestly, I think that's a better way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, free-to-play games are fun and all, but if, like, that just means you need to, like, have servers forever. There's so few games out there now that are like, hey, just run your own server. Play a game with, like, 10 random strangers on the internet. It's fine. Because, like, the reason that a lot of games, like, need server infrastructure and things like that is because, like, they have microtransactions and, like, DLC and things that you can pay for, that, like, they need to own the server infrastructure so people can't, like, hack it and steal what is essentially real money, almost. Am I winning this race? I'm winning this race! I've never won anything in my entire life. I love orcs, but I don't like racing games. And that's the other great part about this. This isn't, like, a racing game. It's a blow the shit out of everyone around you game. My favorite part is that, like, I'm playing the racing mode right now. I'm playing the racing mode right now. I can press Q, and it just disables all the race shit. Which isn't a great sentence to say, but, like, it disables all the racing shit. Like, it literally says, it's literally like, oh, you didn't give a fuck about the checkpoints? Yeah, just go around and, like, shoot a bunch of people. Phrasing? God, I know. I feel like I'm getting extra bad at that, like... There's been a couple of innuendos that I've accidentally dropped today that I'm not proud of them. Listen, I'm not a filthy-minded person. I'm just an idiot, okay? I'm just a moron. That's what the Stop Killing Games movement was all about. So true. I mean, it is fucked up that, like, you know, you can just, like, there's, like, a video game that you bought can just go offline. I feel like that was something that I was, like, felt weird about. Like, even before, you know, always online games sort of, like, became such a big ubiquitous thing. Like, I had distrust in, like, always online, like, video game services since fucking Darkspore. Do you remember that? Remember fucking Darkspore? Of course you don't. Nobody remembers Darkspore. But I remember Darkspore. And the thing to me that was always interesting about Darkspore is that, like, I feel like that was the first ever instance of a game, like, going offline completely. And if you don't remember what Darkspore was, it was the fucking, like, edgy, violent remake of Spore that they made. You know, that game that's about, like, being a cute little alien going through evolution? Yeah, they made that edgy. Like, murderous. I may be the only person in the universe who remembers Darkspore. And I'm happy with that. Why did they make that game? It's so fucking weird. Spore kind of slapped, though. Like, you remember fucking Spore Galactic Adventures? That shit was next level. And I don't know why I'm going this way now. I think someone ran into me. Oh, God. Yeah, 'cause I remember as a kid, like, I played the fucking shit out of Spore on my, like, family computer. Because, like, I didn't have many video games as a kid. But I think that Spore was one of those ones that kind of slipped through the cracks. Because, like, what do you call it? I think Spore kind of slipped through the cracks because, like, I think my parents saw it and was like, oh, you know, it's all about, like, animal evolution. So that means that means it's got to be, like, somewhat educational, right? No. It was like an RTS, RPG, fucking, you know, adventure game. It was weird as shit, but everyone loved it. Which, honestly, is how I want to describe myself, you know? Weird as shit, but everyone loves them. Or maybe I'll just settle for everyone loves me. Good grief. Ah. 10% off since you already have Gladius? Hell yes! It's just a fun game. Listen, I will always go to bat for Speed Freaks, even if I can actually watch in real time my, like, Twitch viewers, like, drop by 50% as soon as I switch to the game. And I'm not saying that to earn pity points or anything. I fully accept that this is a game that nobody but me cares about. But by God, if I can make at least one other person in the multiverse give a shit about this game, I will consider it a job well done. Like, I need to tell you, like, I do not give a shit about, you know, viewer stats or, like, how many people are watching or anything like that. Like, I'm just here to have a good time, crack some jokes, maybe provide some background noise for people to listen to while they do their thing. As soon as I switched to this game, I saw my viewers drop by 50%, and I think that's very funny, and I stand by my decisions. I like the Orc race game, man. I have to say racing. I can't just keep saying race, because that... Good grief. Oh, fuck. Oh, God! Oh, no, this is bad. It's bad, bad, bad. And also, I'm like the orc guy, right? Like, if I'm not playing the specific orc racing game that they made, if I'm not the exact target audience for this, then what are we doing here, pal? I will say, though, playing this game has, like, very directly, as a very direct correlation to, like, me buying a shit ton of orc vehicles to, like, add to my army. And I will not apologize for that. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Zoned out. Is that gambling? No. I got an intervention, so I switched to another game. I mean, like, I'm still figuring out my whole, like, stream cadence and everything like that, but, like, I was, like, my original plan for tonight was to play, like, 3 different games for, like, an hour each, and then I ended up playing fucking Pay Your Bills for 2.5 hours. And you know what? That's fine. I very much enjoyed that. But yeah, I was gonna play that, I was gonna play around a Speed Freaks, and I was also gonna play, Sir, We Have an Orc Problem. Which honestly has been on my list for a while, ever since I saw it crop up for me on the front page of Steam. Like, it's another incremental game, I'm not sure if, I feel like I've seen a couple of people talk about it, if only because I'm on, like, Orc Talk or whatever. Or, like, I am the target demographic when it comes to orc-related media, it seems. Yeah, but I just want to try, like, a bunch of different shit in a bunch of different games. Can't gamble, so resorted to vehicular homicide. Honestly, it is true. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that. It's just a fun little chaotic game. God, if you could take bets on these races, that'd be good. See, I've always been in, like, 2 minds about this game. Like, I feel like if it was free to play, then it probably would find, like, a few more, like, players into the player base. But, like, I do really love the fact that it's just, like, 20 bucks. I do really love the fact that it's just, like, 20 bucks, and you buy it, and you just have it. And you can play games with bots, and it's totally fine. I love this game. I love this game, too! I mean, I'm a big orc guy, so, like, I love fucking anything orc-related. Oh, I don't love how I'm about to die, though. I've watched Real Civil Engineer do the Orc Problems game. It's Bloons Tower Defense 6, but grimdark. Oh my god. That may be my new obsession. I do very much want to play that on stream. Like, So We Have an Orc Problem is, like, on my list for stream games, and I am very excited about it. There's a couple of different streams that I want to do. Like, I really want to... Like, I know, like, on all of the, like, streaming videos I've watched, it's always like, oh, find your niche, find your, like, subgenre, find the thing that, like, you, should be known for, like, online sort of thing. I just want to do a bunch of different shit. I want to do a bunch of different shit. I love your content, your orc media. Keep it up, bro. Thank you! I am going to keep it up. No matter what. Because I just like making stuff. And I like making funny little videos. And the fact that people also like the funny little videos I make is very wholesome and inspiring, I feel like. Like, I want to be one of those people who, like, you know, is of the mentality that, like, yeah, you know, I just love making stuff, and I'll make stuff even if, like, nobody's around to see it. But it is also very nice to know that people do see it, and people do appreciate it. What can I say? I'm human. I like to feel appreciated. I vehicular in his homicide too. God damn it. Also, hey, can I just say, like, having played this on a fucking Steam Deck for, like, literally, like, every experience I've had playing this game, playing it at a crisp 60 frames per second is, like, the dopest shit I've ever felt in my life. Oh no. Finish line! Fuck yeah, working a 12-hour shift at the hospital tonight, so big thank you for being on. Hey, I'm happy to be on. I do want to get into the habit of streaming more, and so, like, I feel that, like, you know, I'm kind of building my tolerance for streaming. So, I feel like this is usually around the same sort of, like, time that I'm gonna stream. I mean, I've been at it for, like, almost 3 hours at this point, so the usual time that I stream would be 3 hours prior. But I also do want to build, like, a tolerance to, like, play for longer. Because, like, normally, a lot of the time, I feel like my usual gameplay habits is that I'll play something for, like, 20 minutes, and then I'll put it down. And it feels really weird to say, but I really want to, like, get into the habit of playing video games for longer. Which is weird, because I feel like most people want to play video games for less amount of time. But I feel like my, like, 20-minute, like, game limit, like, really sort of pushes me towards games like Balatro and, like, Bloons Tower Defense, and just, like, I don't want to say junk games, but, like, games that are, like, the junk food equivalent. You know what I mean? What's your time frame? So I usually try to stick to, like, a relatively, like, PST streaming timeline and schedule. Because, yeah, that seems to, like, go good for my audience and the analytics that I have. When did I start doing lives? It's been a very recent thing. YouTube use Hype007. I think there was another number in there, but I missed it. But yeah, I literally got a new computer, like, a week ago. Or, like, maybe 2 weeks ago at this point. Because for the longest time, I just haven't been able to stream. Because I just didn't have the, like, technology required. You know what I mean? Like, all I had to play games on was a Steam Deck. And all I had to, like, run streaming technology was, like, a Surface Pro laptop that is, I think, 8 years old at this point? Good God. It's slow as hell. It's, like, way slower than it used to be. But, yeah, I bought myself a brand new rig. Cost me a fucking fortune with the RAM crisis. And now I can, like, do streams more often. And I think that's something that's personally very exciting to me. Because I streamed for a little bit back in the day, and I really enjoyed it. But I'll be honest, it's like, I just sort of fell off it, because, like, I had to, I don't know, go to school and, like, work my job and, like, fucking stupid shit like that, you know? I love my Steam Deck. I love my Steam Deck, too. And even though I have, like, a full PC, I'm still, like, really happy with the Steam Deck that I have. I don't know. Like, right now, my Steam Deck is currently being relegated to being a, like... Currently, my Steam Deck is just, like, a Balatro machine. Like, that's literally all it is right now. And I feel like I still am gonna get... Fuck. Damn. I feel like my Steam Deck is gonna get, like, some use, but right now, it's literally just a Balatro device. Haven't seen Speed Freak gameplay yet. What is it like? Anyway, I gotta be awake in 3 hours. Thanks for the stream. Anytime! Twitch.tv user Nico_JPEG. I'm always here. Well, not really. I'm only here on very regimented times, but you know what I mean. What's the gameplay of Speed Freaks like? It's great, honestly. Like, I really feel like Speed Freaks really hits, like, a bunch of buttons for me. Like, I've never been, like, super into, like, vehicular manslaughter. Crazy sentence to say. But, like, there's something about this game that just tickles me right. I think it's the fact that, like... I'm usually very bad at, like, fast-paced first-person shooters. Like, I'm very bad at, like... I'm really bad at, like, running and shooting at the same time. Like, things like Titanfall, things like whatever the fuck modern Call of Duty is doing. Like, I'm very bad at, like, moving and shooting at the same time. But because this is cars, the targets that you're trying to hit are so much bigger than, like, a person. And you also only need to worry about, like, moving and turning. Not, like, backwards, forwards, strafing, like, everything like that. So something about that, like, really hits me right. I can't imagine playing Balatro without a mouse. It works very well on our controller. Like, I literally, like, for me, the thing that I love most about, like, Balatro on the Steam Deck is that, like, all of the UI sounds are so clicky. Like, every time I, like, press any menu button with, like, the D-pad on my Steam Deck, it feels, like, satisfying. Which sounds insane, and I don't think that sentence made any sense at all, but, like, take it from me. Balatro on Steam Deck, based. Speed Freaks is Twisted Metal meets Warhammer. That is what people keep describing it to me as, but I've never played Twisted Metal before in my entire life, so I cannot confirm nor deny it. I have to take your word for it, but I trust you, implicitly. Balatro on controller is great, I played it a lot on Xbox. Balatro on console feels strange to me, but, like, you know what, I accept it. Balatro to me feels like a PC game, but I'm fully willing to admit that that's literally just like the Solitaire allegations. Like, it looks like Solitaire, so that to me makes it seem like it's a fucking PC-only game. Twisted Metal meets Warhammer, but oddly with less demons. Oh, good grief. I really cannot stress how, like, smooth this game feels. Because again, like, I was playing this game on Steam Deck and having a good time, even though my Steam Deck could only run it at, like, 20 FPS. So, like, now I'm seeing everything so crisp and smooth. The orcs still look a little bit janky, but that's neither here nor there. Not the Solitaire allegations. To be fair, Solitaire is kind of base. I don't know how to play Solitaire, and at this point, I'm, like, genuinely, like, ashamed to admit it. I feel like Solitaire is like chess. It's just a game that, like, everybody, like, intrinsically and implicitly knows. And I feel like if people were to ever learn that I don't know how to play Solitaire, they would think less of me as a person. And so I'm telling you this ultimately in confidence, and I hope you, like, protect this information, because it puts me in a very vulnerable place to talk about it. And I'm trusting you with this part of my soul. So don't take that lightly. Oh god. I also love this game for the fact that, like, it's got all the little toys I have. Like, I have the Death Killer War Trike. He's, like, sitting on my table somewhere. I own him. 3D Space Pinball will not be topped. Oh, 1000%. 3D Space Pinball is based and chad-pilled, I believe is the terminology used. Oh, fuck. Oh, god. I think one time, like, back in my early days of streaming, I tried to do, like, a genuine, actual stream of, like, classic 3D Space Pinball. I think I got, like, 10 minutes in before I was like, this bit has limited legs. Like, I think I played 3D Space Pinball for, like, 10 minutes before I was like, oh, this is... I can't have a career in this if this is what I'm doing. Get him! The Snagger Claw on the War Trike in this game is fucking dope. I've never really gotten Pinball. Well, Pinball hasn't really gotten you. I think it's a communication problem both ways, you know? Damn it. Ugh. I feel the need for hydration coming in. Okay. Also, the other thing that I really love about this game is that there's a fucking level editor in it. And I think that games should just have more level editors. Like, I don't care what the game is, but like, if you can give me an option to like build a world or a level within the context of the game, like, you automatically win points to me. I don't care fucking what it is. I don't care if you're fucking like city skylines. Give me a fucking level builder. More of a Minesweeper guy. You know what? Minesweeper is another one of those games that I never fucking understood. See, that's the thing, right? Like, I was of the generation that, like, still grew up with all of the, like, quote-unquote default Windows PC games. But the interesting thing about those games is that you were never taught. Like, there is no, like, tutorial in Minesweeper, or Solitaire for that matter. And they just sort of assume that you know it. What game is this? I see it everywhere. This is fucking Speed Freaks, my guy. The greatest orc racing game on the planet. God, I sound like a paid shill, but you know what? I stand by it. Pinball was made by the band The Who to sell more records. That feels like a deep cut reference that I simply do not understand. Because I am not cool. Listen, if you reference popular music in my presence, just know that I love what you're doing and I'm really happy for you. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. YouTube user DeadmanWalking18, you've spelled Speed Freaks incorrectly. It's actually spelled F-R-E-E-K-Z. Or it might be an S. Either way, it's two E's. Oh, God. Wait a minute. I have a chasing chain. Come here! Ow. Oh. The new Microsoft Solitaire has a tutorial. Okay, I was complaining about the fact that Solitaire didn't come with a tutorial, but like giving Solitaire a tutorial feels like a disservice. Like, I feel like that's one of those games you either know or you don't. And if you don't, it's too late. Do purple cars make your orc? I will say, like, the customization options do not make your car go faster or, like, give it any special properties, but I do really appreciate how all of the customization options for this game, like, you can paint every, like, you can paint every portion of your car, like, a different color, and I think that's great, but all of the colors that you can choose for your vehicle are named after, like, the Citadel paint range. And you know what? I'm actually gonna show you that. Like, after I lose this race, I'm gonna show you my favorite thing about this game. This game just have no music. Just complete silence. Just orky anarchy. Oh, he was invisible for a second. Alright. I'm gonna show you my favorite thing, and then that's probably gonna be it for me tonight. Quick to menu. Please tell me you can drive a Rucker Truck Squig Buggy and chuck squigs at the people in this game. Oh, honey. You know we got the Rucker Truck Squig Buggy in here. And you wanna know my other favorite part about this game? Fucking check this out. This is why I fucking love this game. Look at that. It's him! It's the guy! The car that I have is in the game! It's same car! I don't know why that makes me so happy, but like, look, that's my car. I own that legally. Listen, they put the car that you can buy at the model store in the game. God, I sound like such a paid shill, but you know what? I don't give a shit. That gives me serotonin. That gives me serotonin. But anyway, I'm about to show you my favorite part of Speed Freaks, okay? It's not the fast-paced racing or, like, the explosive action or anything like that. This is my favorite part of the video game, Warhammer 40,000 Speed Freaks. Check this out. Check this out. Okay, so I'm in the customization menu. I'm in the paint job section. I'm in the custom paint job section. You see all of these colors that you can choose for your vehicle? They're all named after, like, the Citadel paints. We got fucking Avaland Sunset, Hobgrod Hide, Luganath Orange? Are you kidding me? And I don't know what it is, but something about that just tickles my brain, right? Because when I paint my models, I am so, like... I am so locked in with the colors that I have. Like, my color scheme is Rhinox Hide, Mournfang Brown, Avaland Sunset, and Deathguard Green. Like, that's the scheme I use for all of my orcs. And I can use those exact colors in this game. Game of the fucking year. I will say though, the one thing I am a little bit annoyed at is that the Avaland Sunset in this game is, like, slightly more orange than it is in real life. Like, all my orcs use Avaland Sunset for their yellow, and, like, this is coming off a little bit yellowy orange to me. But, like, apart from that, the fact that the colors are the same is great. Also, you can't change the color scheme on the squigs themselves, and I think that that's a huge misstep for the franchise. So you know what? I take it back. 0 out of 10, refunded immediately. Can you drink the null? Can you drink the null oil? God, I hope so. Alright, I have been at this for like 3 hours now. I don't think Space Marines get some of the colors right either. Idiots. Anyway, I've been at this for like 3 hours now, so I think that's a good time for me to take a bit of a break, wind down for the night, eat some food, honestly. That's probably like the top thing on my agenda right now, because I'm hungry as fuck, and I haven't thought about it in a while. So, that's actually like just dawning on me, like how hungry I actually am. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna sign off for the night. Thank you so much for enjoying this time together with me. I'm just assuming you enjoyed the time, actually. I probably shouldn't make that assumption for you, but, like, I'm assuming you had a good time. And if you didn't, well, there's always next time. So you should definitely come back for that. Sleep well. Take it easy. I love you all. Where the fuck is my end button?